that. You don't think I cooked?
Well, you did do some cooking, sort of, kind of. But didn't you guys go out to eat?
But yes. What did I cook?
I saw you on a video doing something. There's your...
My father-in-law?
Yeah, that handsome man. He's a historian. So good morning, everybody.
Now tell me about this necklace you got here. You stole from
I did.
Santa.
Actually, it's very Christmassy, isn't it?
Is it comfortable?
No. It stabs you the whole time. So I'm only tolerant of it for about an hour. But my auntie gave all her nieces one of these.
I didn't make this a subscriber video. Well, that's okay.
Oh, you didn't?
I think I forgot. Y'all are in luck then this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody, really like everybody.
Yeah, the big world out here.
Oh, gosh.
So it's Monday, so Ann texted me last night and said, are we meeting in the morning? Because we were trying to do Mondays, but it's always a problem. I've never caught you live. Well, good. You're in luck, because this is supposed to be a subscriber video, and Ann Dale is my friend who I put in the message. So if you go follow her on Facebook, you have a chance to win.
Yes.
A Act Bad spoon.
Adrian, his nickname did an Act Right, but it's not. It's called a pusher, and my uncle Wayne made it. It's a pusher. But what the purpose of this is, when you're cooking your bread, you can
It's for bread? I was using it for soup.
I use it for soup all the time. And honestly, it fits right in a little can of tomato paste that you can scoop around and get it out. And you can use it for any kind of stir. And when you're canning and things like that, it's non-reactive. Don't you?
Wayne Herman, and look, he does her Andale Homestead. And I do.
Isn't
you know where
that
I have
sweet?
these? Because I don't do a ton of cooking, I hang these in my kitchen.
Because they're very decorative. They're pieces
And they're
of
so
art.
soft. This is going to be yours. It's going to have my DNA on it.
But they have to go over and make sure they're subscribed and mention Adrian's
If she doesn't
name.
see you as a follower, you ain't getting nothing.
Uh-oh, I gotta try to reconnect.
Well, you need to turn off your Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the Wi-Fi is good.
It's not good.
Is Ann over the COVID? Are you over the COVID?
I am, thank goodness.
Ann had the COVID, but her husband is still...
He is still not good.
Just give it a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Her husband's still not good.
I mean, he has no fever. He's not contagious anymore.
So what is
he has
how is he spending his days?
Well,
is he doing a lot of sitting?
Yes. Worth is not a sitter. He fishes and he does mowing and he does the garden and he does all these things all day long. He's not a sitter.
Do you enjoy watching him rest?
I do not. I love him very much.
People sitting, it's funny that it annoys me so much because I am the sit queen.
Oh, I'm a napper, man. I'm a big napper.
I mean, I like to wallow, but I don't like anybody else to do it. In fact, when I see someone else, my spouse sitting, it makes me jump up and start cleaning up.
Me too.
Because I want to be an example of what he's supposed to be doing.
Right. It's crazy. I don't know why it bothers me, but he does. He's sitting in the rocking chair. I think part of it is we're retired.
Oh, God.
We're both in our 60s. I don't want this to become a habit.
So you think that he's had COVID and now he's never going to get out of that chair again?
That's terrible of me, isn't it? It does not bother him when I sit or nap or, play on the computer for 4 hours, but he just is not that kind of person.
She's worried he's getting old.
I don't want him to get old.
That's why my mother-in-law who's over there, she lies about my father-in-law's age.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, because she feels like if she says he's old, people are going to act like he's old.
Oh, well, yes, they do. I mean, I have experienced that, and I don't consider myself old.
Well, we had his 85th birthday party a year or two ago, and everybody was like, he's not 85. Janie said he was 82. He's not.
Well, maybe she thought he was.
Grateful to you both, faithful subscriber. Yay!
Oh, thank
Well,
you so much.
yes, go follow Andale Homestead and write comment tails
Tails
on
or
this
Adrian
page.
or
She's
anything,
live
yeah.
on her page too, and you might get this whacker.
Yeah, we'll do the comment picker for either Tails or Adrian.
Anne is good because she's very positive.
Yes, which you can be.
Are you saying I'm not?
Not all the time.
Well, I'm not.
But you're not.
I'm truthful.
You're not right. You do broach subjects that are difficult, and you said it's important to speak of these things, and it is. And I'm glad. We all have different talents in this world.
So do you talk politics on your page?
Absolutely not. No politics. I do talk religion.
Good
but
religion.
No politics at all. I mean, really, when you come over there, it's a lot of kindness and sweetness, and
it's
sometimes a little too sappy. But
it's like Mrs. Doubtfire on steroids.
I have been compared to a female Mr. Rogers.
Female Mr. Rogers. I'm more like, I don't even know.
But I like Mr. Rogers. No, but see, you're young and hip, and you're in with all the current news, and we watch you, and you're on those news broadcasts, and
no, I do like news, and I was thinking that. I'm sure people are like, what the hell is she talking about news? But so yesterday, but I just read news stories like the rest of us. But whenever you read a news story, it's sort of bland. And like, I want to talk about the news story, right? So I don't have any friends that I can just call and be like, what? So did you see that one of the longest unsolved kidnapping cases, they found a little girl this week, 51 years later?
Oh my gracious. I did not know that.
51 years. So her mother and father were separated. So she was staying home with this baby, 21 months old, had found a babysitter that she met like through the paper. I mean, back how you made stuff.
Yeah, 51 years ago.
Her roommate, the babysitter picked up the little girl from her roommate. She never saw her again.
Oh my gracious.
So they get a tip and say, we think that this could be her. They find her. She has a very distinct birthmark on her back. DNA test. Got to meet her mother and father. Hadn't seen them in 51 years.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
what a blessing that they're alive.
I know. But here's the real deal. Ain't nobody talking about who the hell kidnapped her.
That's right.
So I'm like, where? Are we just trying not to talk about it? But I mean, hello.
Right. I mean, who kidnapped her?
And raised her 10 minutes away.
And what? 10 minutes away?
Yeah.
And why did she, and she never knew that she was kidnapped?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is worth talking about.
It is worth talking about.
What if we were kidnapped and we didn't know it?
Yes. That would.
I wonder if somebody's looking for me out there.
Oh, people are always looking for you, Adrian.
I look too much like my dad.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But the whole DNA thing is really curious. I mean, I bet we both know people who, if they took a DNA test, one of their parents, their dad wouldn't be their dad, I bet.
Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah, for sure.
She's innocent, but now this happens. Seriously, I bet you that's true. Yeah, that's for sure. It is. I can't imagine how her parents have suffered for 51 years. And the guilt her mother would have. Not that she did anything. Hindsight's 20/20. Why didn't you? But anybody. I was babysitting one time, and I was, from North Carolina, college girl. Well, I was graduated. So I was married to Thomas. We got married. I've told my people this before. We got married, and no one thought about the fact that somebody was going to have to work. We were both in school.
Right.
So I stopped taking classes. I kind of took a leave so I could work. So I worked as a researcher, and I was a nanny.
Okay.
Because this is made $15 an hour back then.
That's a lot.
22 years ago.
Right.
It was good times.
That's $15 an hour is not bad now.
Not bad now. So I make this $15 an hour, and I take the kids to a movie. I think it may have been Harry Potter. And I didn't tell the parents, and I've like babysat them forever.
Right.
Well, we go to this movie at the Blue Ridge Theater. It's like the $1.50 theater in Raleigh. And the movie is super long, like 3 hours or something. I don't know. Well, we come out of there, and they've called the police. They've done all sorts of stuff because they think think we've been kidnapped.
Oh no! Oh no!
Me and these 4 kids.
You didn't leave them a note?
No. Well, listen to this. So then, come to find out, he's being like stalked or something, and they hadn't told me that I'm in danger of being kidnapped.
Oh,
so
my
then
gracious.
I was like, "What a piss of job."
Oh yeah, that would freak me out entirely. Yeah. They should have. That is something that should have been shared with the sitter, that there's potentially a stalker.
Hey, Fraser. Yeah, I mean, this coffee shop is like...
It is Grand Central, and it is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Mondays are always super busy too, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's in after Thanksgiving. They've been cooped up in the house eating leftover turkey. Which, speaking of turkey, I'm making bone broth with my turkey carcass. Have you ever heard of that?
The word carcass.
Well, this is somebody that gets her plates at a restaurant.
What are you doing with the bone broth?
So you take after you get all your turkey meat, as much as you can.
You don't want some meat in there?
A little. You're not going to, like, suck it dry or anything.
Yeah.
And you put it in a crock pot with some water and onion and garlic. And I dump some collards in there, and I cook it for about 3 days. And the broth gets the marrow out. It gets all of the vitamins and things from the turkey. And then you strain it, and you have broth. That yes, you do. I am stirring it with one of those.
And then what do you do with the broth?
Then I can the broth, and so I have chicken broth or turkey broth for any time that I need it. When you're making rice or soups or casseroles, you need a can of chicken broth. You've already got it, and it's incredibly healthy. Good for you. A lot of people do that. Teach her about bone broth. Yes, Karen, I'll try to do that.
I can't. I have trouble talking to Ann about anything brothish since I drank that gallon of tomato juice at your house.
No, she thinks I poisoned her out. She'll never have anything again.
I can't drink tomato juice. She was like, have some. Well, I drank.
She drank a cup. She drank a pint of tomato juice.
At the table thinking about it. It tasted so good at the time. And you know what else?
That's why you get little bitty juice.
I hadn't had coffee since then either, because I'd had a great big cup of coffee, a cinnamon roll, and then a quart of tomato juice.
You're joking
I thought I was
me up.
going to die.
Where do you get a wood whacker? Oh, somebody asked for a wood whacker. You can win one on my channel.
You go follow her over there. Her thingjiggy is in there, Andale Homestead.
And then you comment anything about Adrian Tales or Adrian or anything like that, and I will have a drawing.
And if you become a subscriber on my page today, I'll get you one too.
There you go.
You'll have a chance.
Yes. We can have a drawing on Adrian's page too. I have got a few. So Adrian, when you and I we have fun when we talk. But just talking about me and things that I do is a little bit boring. So I brought something for you to learn from. We always have to try to teach when we're going out somewhere. She teaches us about current events.
Brooke made apple butter in her crock pot.
That's awesome.
Have you ever done that?
I have not made apple butter. I have made apple pie filling that I've canned. It's kind of like fried apples.
We're at the coffee shop, and I'm over here with Inspector Gadget and her. She's brought us a science experiment this morning.
Yes, I have. And I hope that they don't get mad at us that we light
Oh my
this
God,
in
you
here.
brought a lighter? What are you going to catch on fire?
Yeah, well, see, what this is, if you're in your house, and this is something you can really use, because everybody has cotton balls. You don't have cotton balls in your house? You need to buy a bag of cotton
What do you do with cotton
They're
balls?
50 cents.
The only thing I've ever done with them is used them for Santa's beard in a craft project.
Oh, well, you dab cuts with medicine.
I use
You can
toilet paper.
remove your makeup.
I mean, you'd have to use a lot of those to get to my face.
She's so positive.
Okay. So we have the
So you
cotton
get
balls.
a bag of cotton balls for $1 at the Dollar Tree.
$1.
Okay. So you have cotton balls. You have alcohol. You make sure that you have at least 70% alcohol. 90% is better. But what you do is you get a regular can, like a soup can or whatever, and then you get a smaller can, like a tomato paste can, or if you have a bigger can, any kind of big can that has a little can.
It's called Andale Homestead. I make my own tomato paste.
You do? Really? I do. So well, good for you. I'm still embarrassed that I buy tomato paste sometimes because I don't have the patience to make tomato paste.
My neighbor used to make ketchup.
Yeah.
It's not good. Growing up, they would make ketchup, and it was like salsa.
Yeah, there's a knack to that. I haven't perfected ketchup yet, and it's kind of like buying the generic brand. Yeah, and it's just not worth it.
It's like making peanut butter.
Right. It's just
a commitment.
It is a commitment. So you get this can. You put dirt around the inside. The reason why you put dirt down there.
No, you put the dirt in before you put the little can in?
You put dirt in the bottom. And then put the can on top because the little can would just fall down at the bottom.
Okay.
And then you fill around the edges, which it has fallen down a little bit.
How do you make sure the dirt doesn't get in the little can?
I get a piece of paper, roll it up, and put it in the little can.
Got it. To block it.
Now, this isn't an emergency, and this is only for a few hours. Your house is totally electric. Hey!
This is emergency.
And you have no heat, and you're really cold. And
that was me last week.
Right. Or you need a cup of coffee really badly, and you need something to cook off of.
Okay, coffee.
All right. So then you stuff it with some cotton balls. There's still some room in there, so put a couple of cotton balls in there for me. Just a couple. Now, okay. Now, pour a little bit of alcohol on top of it.
I mean, if you don't think I'm not just...
Because everybody has alcohol in their house.
How much alcohol?
That's it. This is stuff that you already have around your house. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a bunch of us don't get around to going to the store to be prepared. So there's things that you have in your house. So, all right. Maybe they won't kick us out if you start it. We'll blow it out real quick.
I don't want to blow it out. I want to look at it.
Okay.
Well, why are you getting back like you're going to get blown up?
Well, you're not. That thing is hard, isn't it? Okay.
You can make s'mores.
Yes. Isn't that the coolest?
Now, how long will it stay lit?
About 45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes.
Yeah. So you can put 2 bricks on either side of it and put a pot on top to boil water, or to melt chocolate if you want to make s'mores, or any of those kinds of things.
We're doing life hacks.
Life hacks.
Did you know how to make your own candle, Fraser?
Y'all are going to light the coffee shop up.
So you put cotton balls in there and a
in
little
trouble.
alcohol if you don't have like a candle and you have no electricity, and then you light it.
And you have a heater. It makes
for 45
it's
minutes.
very good heat.
I think Ukraine needs to know about that.
Ukraine. I don't think
Yes,
they're
they
probably able to
do.
watch
But
us.
I don't know if
All
they have
this morning was
cans.
the whole thing about no electricity, no nothing. How are they
it's
going to all
not.
stay warm?
It is hot.
I mean, it's doggone hot.
Yes. Thank you, because I don't want to get in trouble.
That was a lot of heat.
It is. It's a lot of heat.
You could legit boil something on there.
Yes, you can boil something if you are in like a closed-in room, like a bedroom or a den or something. And also,
Now, does that give off carbon monoxide?
I don't know, does your electric heat give off carbon monoxide?
I didn't know about rubbing alcohol.
If you're cold,
If
you don't
anybody
care.
dies, go
It's
after
not our
Ann,
fault.
not me.
This is informational purposes only. If you burn your
Don't
house
try
down-
this at home.
Yes, try it, but not because I said so. So that's my lesson for today.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
You always are coming up with a lesson.
Yeah.
My lesson is, what can my lesson be?
Your lesson is be kind to your fellow man.
My lesson, my biggest hack that I learned was going to Sproul's Office Supply and taking my. Do you have like paper ornaments that your children made when they were little?
Yes.
I took those to Sproul's Office Supply and they laminated them all for me.
Oh.
See?
Our Christmas tree is nothing but handmade items that the kids make. Now, my son, you guys need to go over to my page and wish my son a happy birthday.
How old is he today?
38.
38. Man, you must be a little older than I thought.
I am the mother of a 38-year-old man.
It's all that fairy hair that keeps
It is
you.
the fairy hair. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can
I
see
think
it.
you got more fairy hair.
I didn't.
It's
No,
growing.
the one. It is growing. It stays in there like
Maybe you turn into a fairy. Yes, my boys have gone back to school this morning. My husband took them to the train in Petersburg. I was supposed to take them back to school, and it just seemed like driving all the way to D.C. and back today was a little more than I could muster.
Well, I'm glad that they found they're very self-sufficient now that they're going off and doing these things.
They're self-sufficient. Put cotton balls and Vaseline works as a fire starter too.
Yes, it does. If you're trying to start a fire, like if you have sticks and things that you're out in the woods, or I don't know if you'd have Vaseline out in the woods, but you can have cotton balls and you rub them with Vaseline. It's a great fire starter.
I didn't know any of this.
And dryer lint. Dryer lint is a very good fire starter.
Really?
I saved my dryer lint. Of course, Adrian wants to come to my house and clear everything out.
Well, now that might be good next week.
Okay.
Next week I have my nurse Gina's here though.
Oh.
You might have to come over and do a video at my house with Nurse Gina.
Oh, that would be fun.
Nurse Gina's from Gates. She's fun.
I like her.
But we could go to your house and we could tackle a room.
I don't know if I'm up for that.
Anne doesn't like for you to poke around her stuff.
No, because you might find something I don't want you to tell the world about.
She's got some stuff too.
I do have some stuff, but I might need it.
Are you wearing a Pro Design eyewear frame?
These came from CVS.
I don't know what the devil Pro Design is.
I don't either. They're cheaters, and they came from CVS. I was going down to Savannah, Georgia, to see my friends, Black's Tropical Homestead, and I broke my glasses, my readers.
Your readers.
And so I went in CVS down there and bought myself. These were expensive. They were $7.99. Usually I purchase them for like $1.50.
Really?
$1.25
Well,
and
mine are always
$1.25.
like 30.
That's because you have different tastes.
What? I thought that was a good deal. I didn't know they were supposed to be at $7.99.
Yeah, they're supposed to be $7.99.
Well, I have to buy real glasses, which are super expensive, so I've always thought 30 was like a bargain.
Oh, yeah, well, no.
No.
It's not. No, it's not.
Dee said, thank you so much for my scraper. She loves it.
Oh, good. Dee. Yes, she won.
She won? Dee,
She
you won?
And so I sent her one with a little card and a sticker. Did I send you a scrubby too, Dee? I hope I did. I'm not
What's a
sure.
scrubby?
I didn't bring them with me. My Auntie Peg makes scrubbies.
Oh, you gave me a scrubby?
Yeah.
Oh, but the scrubby died.
Uh-oh.
The scrubby fell in the dish disposal.
I thought that was going to be your next sentence.
And I was like, what is that? What is that? The scrubby was like,
I have
looked
more.
like a run over blue cat.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. I
Wasn't
have
your
more.
dad an eye doctor? Yes, my dad is an eye doctor.
That's why she gets the real glasses. But, she has
Well, I
vision
wear
issues.
contacts. Vision.
So-
She has vision issues.
You use toilet paper rolls as seed starters, too. Black
Oh.
Tropical does.
Oh,
Okay,
good
yeah.
job, soul system.
Yeah.
So,
Soil.
soil system. That's very clever.
It
What's
is.
on your agenda this week?
My agenda this week. Well,
You know, Christmas is 1 month from yesterday.
Well, I tell you what we do for our Christmas gifts.
Okay.
There is a little country store out in Perquimans that's called Leighton. It's called Leighton's Country Store. Every time I'm with this woman, she gives somebody a
real finger. I just gave a tiny
Just
little.
a tiny little nub.
Adrian's got that silver spoon stuck in her mouth.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well,
Well,
see, that's
she
why-
does go to the thrift store, and
need
she
a little
goes to
fingerish.
the Habitat store and things like that. But
Yeah.
Layton's Country Store has a meat butchering center there. And
Yes.
they're the best. I mean, it's the best meat. Everything is so good. And what we do for the children, they have bundles that you can buy. It's like 3 pounds of hamburger, 3 pounds of steak, 3 pounds of beef stew, chicken, pork, blah, blah, blah. And we buy a bundle for each family.
Oh,
Package it up individually in 1 pound packages, freeze it. And when they come on Christmas, we give them a cooler full of meat.
and how much is a bundle?
Well, you can get it from $100 to $250.
And they all keep freezers at their house.
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, they each have a freezer.
That's a good idea.
Well, they're grown. They're 38 and will be 36 in January. What are you going to give somebody?
Well, my parents, that's interesting. My parents will give, like my cousins, one of my cousins, they always give her a tenderloin for her birthday. Mm-hmm. You know, like, but have you ever been to Smith's Red, White, and Dorcas? Okay, you and I are going to take a road trip
Okay.
before Christmas.
Okay.
Can't go next week, but
Is it outside of Rocky Mount?
yes.
Yes, I've been there.
Well, that's my friend Derek Smith's store.
Okay.
And my friend Craig Womble paints the Christmas windows every year.
We have to go.
They have, so when I was in high school, everybody went to the hog farm to drink alcohol. Not
Oh.
me, because you were allowed to drink at my house, so I didn't have a need to go to a pig farm to do it. But everybody else went to the pig farm, and they have their sausage that's famous. Comes wrapped in white paper. They have a train around the store. They make tons of barbecue sauce.
Oh,
You would love
yum.
it.
Yes,
It'd be a
I
good field
would.
trip for us to go to.
That would be fantastic. I would love it.
We'll do that.
I would
and
love
now
it.
they have a restaurant open where you can evidently get an amazing lunch, like the kind of lunch you have to go lay down.
Yeah. Well, who's driving home? Because I'm like a puppy when I eat. I have to take a nap, old lady nap after I eat. So.
I'll drive.
Okay.
We'll get a driver because I have a silver spoon.
Right. We'll hire our chauffeur.
We're getting a chauffeur to go to Dorcas. And maybe we could get us a limo.
That sounds great. So look, that's where we get the pigs from for pig pickings for our...
You get them from there?
Mm-hmm.
Watermelon, rye, and pickles?
Oh, yes. They're good. I've never made them. But
I've never had them.
Oh, they're delicious.
Pickles? How do pickles come from a watermelon?
They taste similar
Similar.
to bread and butter pickles.
Oh, now my mother does
Similar.
make good bread butter.
But it's a different texture.
Uber. There ain't no Uber where we live.
No, there's no Uber, there's no delivery.
Well, there is delivery. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, there is. I didn't know it either. So one of my followers delivered to me when I had COVID. I should have done this for you. Instacart.
Wow.
There's Instacart in Edenton.
What?
Yep. From the CVS.
Oh my gracious. Well, I may have to utilize
Your life
that.
has just changed.
It has.
But
Do
I
they do
haven't
from
used it
Food
since
Lion?
then. Well, I think they might. I don't know. I would think they would.
My daughter uses that in Sneed's Ferry, so she doesn't have to drag her son out and do this and that.
Yeah.
Sneed's Ferry, North Carolina has like an Instacart thing.
Right.
And
now,
it's,
Food Line
it's
does
like
it
a
where you pick
seven,
up the groceries.
Yeah. But this
You know
is like
that's
a
free,
$7.
right?
This is like a $7 charge.
Which is $7 is
But
pretty
it's
good.
$7, and they bring them and put them on your porch.
Well, now, I've always heard in Richmond there's some fancy Wegmans. It's a real fancy grocery store. They come and put the stuff in your kitchen.
Oh my God! Well,
Do you know how many? This is a trivia question.
crazy.
You have 5 seconds to answer.
Oh no!
If you win this, I'm going to buy you 5 pounds of sausage. How many times do you move the groceries between the grocery store and your cabinets? 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn it! God, how'd you do it that quick? What did I just say I'd give you?
I don't know, but I don't want sausage. Steak or chicken would be good.
We're going to Smith's Sausage, red and white.
Okay, well,
Well, we'll get you bacon.
Bacon is fabulous. Y'all remember
How did you
that
count
now.
it? I mean, that's taken me a couple years to get that number
You
down.
pick it up off the shelf, you put it in the cart, take it out of the cart, put it on the counter, take it on the counter, put it in the car, you take it from the car, you put it on the counter, and then you put it away.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
That's why I don't like to buy bottled water. It's not the plastic. It's
It's
the carrying it.
Yes, yes. I've tried very hard to rent the baggers at the grocery store.
You try to what? The bag?
Rent them. Like,
Rent.
can you please come to my house and take these out of my car for me?
Have you legitimately tried to do
I've
that?
asked them, and they went, no, you crazy ladies. Yeah, no. Hey, Kim. Glad to see Kim Mill. Kim Mill is funny. She is my funny girl that I really enjoy her. You need to make friends with her.
Okay, Kim. Kim Mill.
Come over to Tales of
Well-
an Educated Debutante. She has a great sense of humor, and you have an amazing sense of humor. So you guys will laugh
I have an
together.
amazing sense of humor. I just give the finger every now and then.
Hey, I know we got to go because
But you know
it's been
this.
a long
You know
time.
what? This is the finger in Africa.
You know, I heard that this is giving somebody a bad sign.
Really?
That
My
peace
children
is
are always
like
doing
this,
that.
but this is like, you know,
I hadn't seen that in a while. I'm gonna start pulling that out. That's like a Popeye finger. This is in Africa. This is how you hitchhike. Because I lived in Africa. You hitchhiked. You did your hand up and down like this.
oh,
Everybody hitchhiked because nobody had cars.
in Africa?
Well, I lived in Swaziland.
I don't know where that is. That sounds
Swaziland
scary
is-
to me.
No. You and I could go to Swaziland.
Okay, I felt my passport, so I'm
I wanted to come over there and look for that passport.
It was in the book.
Swaziland is the tiniest country in Africa. It's landlocked. Is it in Mozambique? Right near Mozambique, and it's the oldest monarch in the world. So King Maswati had 200 wives when I lived there. But now his son Mahamba, he's the king.
How do you?
600 kids.
Oh,
600 kids.
well, how does he get anything else done?
I guess they do all the stuff.
No, but I mean, making 600 children.
It's just a lot of sex in Swaziland.
Oh, well, that would be pretty crazy.
Getting your shopping delivered is common and not expensive. They bring it into your kitchen. Almost every food store delivers. You know, Emily, I think I did know that about England.
Oh, wow.
Y'all just
well,
jumped
they
from
would.
torches to Swaziland.
I would have to have
Just
a history
multiple-
lesson.
multiple
We're
continents this morning.
multitasking.
Yeah.
Multitasking. Now, on that delivery, that Food Lion in Sneeds Ferry would bring it into my daughter's kitchen, but she has 3 dogs that go berserk, and we love them, but they're terrible. And so people won't go past the front porch.
Oh, because of the dogs. I did a study abroad in Swaziland, so I went with Ohio University, which is where my grandparents graduated from college. My grandmother, my dad's mom, and my dad's dad. Well, that's not true. My grandfather and grandmother graduated from Ohio University. My great-grandfather moved from Scotland to Athens, Ohio. That's how that side of my family got to the United States, because he was a brick mason, and they were building Ohio University campus, which began being built. It's the oldest college in the world, in the country.
So that's awesome. So part of your family originally was from Scotland?
Yes, Scotland one side and England the other.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and they.
I need to do one of those DNA things.
You know, somebody sent me one, but I've never done it.
You need to do it.
I don't know if I want to find out I have a whole other branch of family. Crazy.
Well, look, I've been told my whole life, my name, Ann Woods Bissett Date. Ann Woods.
So your Woods has an S.
Yes.
They're always calling me Woods. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Ann Woods.
Hi,
Hey, how you doing? And I've been told my entire life that we do have Indian, or how do you say it politically correct?
Native American.
Native American.
You do look a little native.
Well, that I have Native American
do, and
blood
your
in
skin
my
is kinda
family
dark?
on my grandfather's side, and that I was named after Princess Anne Woods, which was an Indian princess. Now, my auntie, my favorite, Auntie Peg, had the DNA. Wayne's wife had the DNA thing done.
Yeah.
Not one drop of Native American.
Take that off your list, huh?
I'm still living the story. It's my story and I'm sticking to it.
That would be exciting.
Yes, I would love to do that.
Yeah, it's good to go. Swaziland I lived there for a summer.
Is it safe now?
I don't know if it is or not, but it was a great experience.
It's safe for tourists of any kind, especially Americans.
I had this really good friend. His name was Paul Horner, and he was killed in a kayaking accident when I was engaged to Thomas, a good close friend.
Oh.
And he was a little older than me and always mentored me. And he said, you should go abroad in college. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go. So I found this trip. I got like part scholarship. So it ended up being, it was like $2,000 and included my airline ticket, 8 weeks in Africa, and I got a semester's worth of credit.
Wow.
So it was a good deal. Now, my parents were not tickled over the thing, but I lived with 3 African roommates.
Okay.
We had a little dorm room, and they all had children. They weren't married, that lived at home with their parents. And I was this, young girl, and I was like, your parents are just raising your kids? And they were like, your parents hate you?
You all look like you're on a train ride going somewhere.
We appear to be on a train going nowhere.
Come say hi.
We're just going. We're just going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
We're just starting fires. So anyway, it was such a good experience, and I worked in
That's wonderful.
I taught in preschool, and then we did a lot of traveling, a lot of hitchhiking. Yeah,
Hitchhiking.
a lot of hitchhiking.
And so this doesn't mean I need a ride?
No, this is FU, Swaziland. So this is how you.
Yeah.
And then I graduated a semester early and lived in Aspen, Colorado,
Cool. At least that's in
in the United
the
States.
same language.
Yes, and I was a nanny for John
I
Oates.
just spit on your arm. I'm sorry. Good.
You know who John Oates is? Because your kiss.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my lips because your kiss. She's a rich girl.
We're going to have fun on the cruise, y'all.
So Anna's going on my cruise with me. If those of you who don't know it, it's done. We're going to the Bahamas. Have you gotten your airline ticket?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And my sister is coming.
Her sister is coming. Where does your sister live?
Miriam. Wilmington. Well, Curry Beach.
Is she excited?
She is.
Miriam.
Yes.
I gotta get some. You're gonna need. You know what you need to do? You need to have some activities planned to recruit some followers. We can do some videos on the cruise.
You think?
Yes. And you need to bring some of these.
on the plane.
Well, I don't know if you can bring this lighter, but you can put it in your suitcase. Don't go jumping off the boat though, like that guy they found. Did you see that?
Yeah, and he swam for 24 hours. Somebody said he was really, really drunk.
Well,
How can you be really, really drunk and swim for 24 hours?
This guy, you don't fall off cruise ships because the railings are like up to your eyebrows.
I've never been on one.
Never been on a cruise.
Well, I've only been on I have been, thank you very much, on a riverboat cruise in Europe with
She's
my
been on a
auntie.
fancy cruise.
My auntie took me on there. It was fabulous.
My dad says this is a riffraff cruise
Oh,
because it's 4 days. He
Well,
said
I'll
the
just-
shorter you go, the more riffraff there are.
I'll just join in with the river.
I like riffraff. I
It's
identify with riffraff. So this guy, they said because the cruise boat doesn't want to get sued, so they're not going to use any words like fell off.
Right?
But he jumps off, and then they just find him out there swimming. Can you imagine what would be going through your brain if you were in the ocean swimming?
No, all night long and all day. And somebody in your comments at the time that you were talking said the Coast Guard rescued.
I don't think they picked him up. I think somebody else told me that the boat turned around, but I think it was like a merchant ship saw him.
Oh.
I don't think there could be anything more terrifying.
With all the sharks and creatures of the
He
deep.
swam for 15 hours.
15 hours.
I wonder how many hours we could swim.
Probably not 15 hours. Although I'm
lay on my back.
I was going to say,
but if there were waves, you'd struggle.
Yeah, I'm a little fluffy now, so I float a little more.
Look fluffy. She still weighs less than I am.
Yeah, no, it's still, but I told my auntie.
This is why I like to wear turtlenecks.
So, I don't have any clothes for this cruise.
What clothes do you need for the
dressed
cruise?
up today.
Well,
really.
I feel like you're in a cruise. You wear a bathing suit.
Really?
I mean, not at dinner. I bought some sequin pants at the TJ Maxx. They were $19.99.
I have one dress that I wore a couple of years ago to a wedding, but I had lost like 25 pounds.
Oh.
And so I told, because it looked really, really good on me then,
Yeah.
I told my auntie about that, and she said, well, Ann, you have 2 months. You can lose 25 pounds in 2 months.
2 months?
I was like, yeah, 2 months.
Maybe if you wire your jaw shut.
Right, before Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't think so. So, anyway, but you know, when you go on a cruise, you feel like you're supposed to wear a linen shorts or, you know, nice stuff. Nice, no?
I'm real into dresses.
Yeah, I do have a lot of summer dresses.
Yeah, I love a dress. Bathing suits and dresses. I might wear a burkini.
Oh, really?
Last year I wore a
Not
bikini.
me.
Well, I didn't say I looked good in it. But last year I put one on and I was like, I'm going to work on getting my stomach tan. Well, my stomach hasn't seen light in 30 years. So I burnt my stomach so bad that I couldn't even wear clothes.
Oh,
And
no.
I've still got a little bit of tan on it from that burn.
Well, I mean, you look tan. You've been tan. Being in
Never learned how to swim. Brooke, you've got to learn how to swim. We're at the
If you
Eaton
want to lose
Coffee
weight,
House.
visit Thor and Nala.
What? And if you want to lose weight, this is on Ann's page.
Yeah.
Visit Thor and Nala. Who's
Thor
that?
and Nala are the Rottweilers at Black's Tropical Homestead. And I went to go visit them. And Thor did want to eat me.
Did you run away from Thor?
No. She had him under control. But I did not know that he could get out of his crate because I was sitting beside her like this and I would reach over for that and he was going, you know, I mean, like he wanted to eat. Nala was very friendly. She just was, you know.
Wanted to eat me.
Yeah.
No, listen to this
So I could
comment.
lose weight.
Carlette said, I carried a group of girls on a cruise and lost one. She sneaked off, could not find her, went to the ship office to see if they could do an announcement. The captain came down and gave me a stern talking to about how much it cost to turn the ship around. She was in the kids only area and left. It was their fault. But don't do anything to get a chat with the captain. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. If any of y'all get lost, I ain't telling nobody. You're on your own. Not getting me in trouble.
Yeah, no.
You better get one of those GPS tags for your wrist.
Yeah, I asked, it was some guys that go on these work ventures overseas for Newport News Shipyard, where my husband worked for 47 years. Can you believe that? Anyway, I said, well, what do you do when the guys are out there and, you know, they're off work and they're having some drinks? And he said, we're part of the big boy club. You're a big boy. You look after yourself.
Big boy club going on the cruise with Adrian.
Yeah, so we're part of the big girl club.
You're out of your... My parents are going on a cruise this Friday. And they're not excited about going. They have to go or they don't because, I don't know, Carnival or whatever said if you don't go, you're losing your money. It was like from a COVID trip.
That would be a problem.
I thought about trying to help them get out of it, but then it was going to take so much effort. And then I'm sort of jealous. I mean, the idea of going on a cruise, like
and
to be
not
tortured.
wanting to? Oh, okay.
We could go in there now.
Yeah.
Just light stuff on fire on the cruise ship.
I do need to bring some things, but it probably shouldn't be anything that lights on fire.
Hazardous.
Yeah.
Well, go follow Andale Homestead on Facebook. Subscribe. Well, not subscribe. Follow her. Write my name in a comment. Debutante Adrian Silver Spoon.
Tails.
And tails. You
anything.
will win a chance to get a smacker.
It's a pusher. Actually, it's a bread separator thingy, but I use it for everything in the kitchen. And it will have my name on the back because my sweet, precious Uncle
Wayne made
he
it.
makes them by hand.
Uncle Wayne is. Does he want to
amazing.
sell these?
In bulk he would. But
Oh, bulk.
not
He's selling
one
it.
at a time.
Maybe I need to buy a bunch from him in bulk.
Well, he would certainly be willing to sell them to you.
Does Ann know how you lost your honey? Well, she does now, Karen. I lost my honey.
Yeah, but I was hoping you had found it by now. See, she talks about my house, but she's losing things too.
Well, I mean, I have 4 children and a cat, 2 cats and a dog. It's just you and your retired husband.
Yes. And I lose stuff all the time. Lord, if I had back the time of day that I spent looking for my cell phone.
And
my cup of
your
coffee.
passport you lost.
My passport.
Where was it?
It was in the glove compartment of the car.
Your passport too. You got to get a new one when it's going to expire in 6 months.
Not till 2026.
I need to go work on that. Tomorrow is the big day to get airline tickets. That's the cheap day. Today is Cyber Monday. You order stuff online. Tomorrow is airline ticket day.
And you already have yours, though, right?
I do, but I'm always looking for another trip.
Okay.
If I get a cheap ticket somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, carry on, subscribers. I guess I'm going to have to see y'all later since you got fooled this morning.
I'm sorry.
No, that's so good. Y'all come follow Andale Homestead.
Yes, please.
Goodbye.
Bye.